It's a good AGam in Kansas morning. Good morning. Let's take a look and see what's coming up today. Today we're in Great Bend at the Animal Medical Center's annual producers meeting, where professionals in the livestock industry have come together to bring producers up-to-date information on current issues and new products, including the Veterinary Feed Directive, BVD, innate immunity, BRD, and more. We'll end with your Horsin Around segment featuring Denny Hassett, a nationally known show horse trainer and author of Winning at Halter. Stay with us. Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Hey, I'm Dr. Matt from Animal Medical Center here in Great Bend, Kansas. Here on the eve of our annual producer meeting. As you can see behind us, they're cooking up steaks. We do this every year to try and put a good program together and bring our producers in and give them some good information. We bring professionals from all over the field. We have a lot of professionals we bring in from Kansas State, from different pharmaceutical companies. Tonight we've got the Assistant Secretary of Ag, and we're bringing them in to really try and give the best information we can to our producers. We feel it's important, especially in times like now with the Veterinary Feed Directive going on and all the different legislation, to keep them up to date on everything that's going on. And we also try and keep them up to date with the new things in the industry, new pharmaceutical products and new practices that we're introducing. So it's just kind of our way to give back to our producers for all that they give to us.
Hi, my name is Josh Rowe, and I have the pleasure of serving as one of the Assistant Secretaries for the Kansas Department of Agriculture, and really looking forward to being out here and talking to some great livestock producers in Barton County. I think a good message for all is that just compounding the fact of how important the agricultural industry is to the state. And, thinking beyond just kind of what we produce for crops and livestock, but really looking at the different sectors that have a great impact on our economies. Case in point tonight with Animal Medical Center, the veterinary industry, all the other support industries in the animal health sector with a very strong animal health presence here in the state. And in fact, if you look at the cattle slaughtering and the livestock industry in general in the state, it's about a $24 billion industry, what annual impact is to the state's economy, and that's within $2 billion, the entire aircraft and parts manufacturing industry's $26 billion industry. So that's some good things, and I know we're not without challenges right now with downturn and both commodity and in cattle prices. I face that day to day as a livestock producer myself, through that, but I think as we've shown with other things, we're a very resilient bunch, and I'd also like to mention the great outpouring of support that we've seen to help those producers impacted by the wildfires in Comanche and Barber counties down there, and that's another thing the Kansas Department of Agriculture is committed to doing, as to making sure we're in a good space that those producers are getting all the help that they need. And that's everything from working with the USDA to just before I came over here tonight was on the phone with Senator Robertson Moran's staff, and they're reaching out wanting to know what they can do for help. But so despite some challenges, it's great to see the resiliency and just the determination in these producers.
Support Kansas agriculture education with an AgriTag. AgriTags are available anytime at your county treasurer. They look great on cars and trucks. For more information, go online to ksagclassroom.org.
We do business with Blueville because of the quality of their work. It is excellent quality, and because they make a commitment to their customers.
We enjoy the benefits of hiring a good company to help us maintain this home.
We will always do business with Blueville. We have for many, many years, and there's no reason for us to look for any other service.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Ag Promo Source is a unique group of marketing specialists with one mission: help your ag business grow. Each affiliate has their own area of expertise, and they work together to bring you advice, products, and services. To get started, visit agpromosource.com. Ag Promo Source. Together we grow.
Watch AGam in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com. This segment brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. To join today or for more information, go to kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Jim Sears, I'm a veterinarian with Bayer Animal Health, Technical Services veterinarian here in Great Bend, Kansas today. We're getting ready to speak to some producers about various topics. My topic will be innate immunity, BRD, and Zelnate, which is a new product we have that works in that area. Zelnate is an innate immune stimulant approved for an aid in the treatment of BRD, new product since last August. For this presentation this evening, I'll be mostly talking about what innate immunity is in general terms, how BRD occurs, and essentially the basics of where Zelnate works in that arena. The label for Zelnate is for, as I mentioned, it's for an aid in the treatment of BRD due to Mannheimia hemolytica. That's on the label because we use that to prove the concept. But the rest of the label is that's given at the time of or within 24 hours of a perceived stressful event. One of the common questions, obviously, we just hit on it a little bit, is when should I use Zelnate? And so I go through that. In fact, that's part of my presentation. A key point of that is for the veterinarian and the producers to work together to analyze their situation. What are the key stress, the key disease challenge that they're facing. And so for cattlemen, essentially what that means is at the time of stress, at the time of disease challenge. If you further hone down on that, most of the time that means at the time of arrival for high-risk calves into a feedlot, along with the other processing that they typically do. So it's a clinical evaluation always that's needed. There is not a standard answer necessarily for this product.
Healthy cows start with the new hired hand automatic livestock sprayer. Rancher invented to provide an efficient alternative to pour-on and injectable parasite management systems. The portable design allows cattle to treat themselves head to hoof. Strategic device placement with pass-through activation technology takes the stress out of parasite treatment for cattle and the rancher, leaving more time to tend to other vital tasks on the farm. To learn more, visit cowsprayer.com. The new hired hand makes healthy cows easy.
Buying a car shouldn't be this hard. And at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, it isn't. It's actually awesome. Whether you want a new or used car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. Even if you want to custom order a new car or truck, Toby's team can make the deal. See Toby's team at Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. We're awesome.
Now another gardening tip with Annette Jackson.
For the greenest, healthiest, weed-free lawn in your neighborhood, the Fertilome Lawn Care program is the best. Fertilome Lawn Care products provide your lawn with the exact ingredients for proper fertilization and weed prevention. Jackson's friendly staff will call you and let you know when to apply the next step. We can also do it for you, so call or stop in now.
The Fertilome Lawn Care program is still available at last year's prices, but hurry, time is limited.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn, for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
To see this show and past episodes of AGam in Kansas, go online to agaminkansas.com. AGam in Kansas brought to you in part by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Hey folks, I'm Dr. Dan and we're here at Animal Medical Center's annual producer meeting, and my topic today is the Veterinary Feed Directive. And basically, starting January 1, 2017, we'll no longer be able to just go to the feed store and purchase antibiotics over the counter or just pop in and buy them. You're going to have a veterinary feed directive. And basically, that's just a fancy term for a prescription. The first thing you're going to have to do is make sure that you have a valid veterinary client-patient relationship. Lots of words, but in a nutshell, you need to have a relationship with a veterinarian who understands your herd, understands your production, understands your animals, so that they can write a prescription for you. You need to use the prescribed medication the way that it is prescribed by the veterinarian. And basically, we're just no longer going to be able to use antibiotics for growth or feed efficiency. We can use them for the control, the prevention, and the treatment of disease. I think there's going to be a lot of good things that come from this. I think there's going to be a lot to be gained from having that veterinary client-patient relationship on your farm. Going to uncover things that can improve your conception rate, improve body condition scores, a lot of different subject matter that you and your veterinarian will work on. But again, at the end of the day, it's about being able to acquire those antibiotics that help keep our herds healthy. If you want additional information on the Veterinary Feed Directive, you can go to the vet school's website at Kansas State University at www.vet.ksu.edu. Another great resource at Kansas State University that's helping with a lot of this is Dr. Mike Appley. And you can find his email address or my email address by going to that www.vet.ksu.edu.
Earlier in my life, I rode bucking horses in rodeos, and my shoulders took such a beating, and that was probably the reason for having several previous surgeries on both shoulders. About a year ago, I decided that I didn't want to have another surgery, and so I contacted Kansas Regenerative Medicine, took their treatment process. It was relatively pain-free. Now, after 8 months, my shoulders have healed to the point where I think I'm probably 90 to 95% of normal. It takes a couple of months to start to see results with stem cell injections, but at about 3 to 3.5 months, I started to feel better. I started to have less pain and feel real progress. That continued to increase gradually until now at approximately 8 months. And I'm extremely pleased. I've got full range of motion. I can lift weights, I can throw, I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do without a lot of pain previously.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Dawn Dawson with the Better Horses Radio Show.
For over 9 years, we've been bringing the Better Horses Radio Show to markets all across the Midwest. We talk about God, lots about horses.
We talk about cows, we talk about horse health, we talk to top trainers, and we even talk about Roy Rogers.
We're having a blast with Better Horses Radio Show and would love to take it to a market near you.
So visit our website at betterhorsesradio.com and let us or your local radio station know you'd like to hear it in your area.
The Better Horses Radio Show is unbelievable.
Lecompton. The name was splashed across newspapers throughout America and Europe. It was debated in the halls of Congress. Lecompton interprets its unique territorial history with 2 museums and other sites. Events throughout the year celebrate history and community.
The 160th anniversary of the Battle of Fort Titus, June 18th, 2 p.m. Reenactors welcome. Call 785-887-6148 for more information.
Spend the day in historic Lecompton, shopping, eating, savoring the rich history.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
Heinen Brothers, a fourth-generation Northeast Kansas farm family, knows how tough farming can be. Farmers helping farmers. Heinen Brothers Ag, selling and servicing crop protection products, fertilizer, anhydrous ammonia, cover crops, quality aerial and ground application. Call today to learn about our extended term financing program. 800-760-4964. HeinenBrothersAg.com.
This segment brought to you by Heinen Brothers Ag, farmers helping farmers by offering quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia. Call today to protect your crop yield.
I'm Jerry Woodruff, a professional service veterinarian with Boehringer Ingelheim Vet Medica. Really delighted to be part of the producer meeting here for Animal Center Vet Clinic. I'll be talking to the producers this evening a little bit about bovine virus diarrhea. BVD is a virus disease that affects beef cattle, not only from a respiratory disease standpoint, but also from a reproductive standpoint. The veterinary profession is very adamant in getting animals vaccinated for BVD. Very common included in our respiratory vaccine protocols. It's becoming more common in our the cow herd vaccinations. Very common to utilize a modified live virus for BVD when we're vaccinating cows pre-breeding so that those cows have some immunity and would prevent some of the manifestations of BVD in the cow herd, from abortions that are very common with BVD, and also the persistently infected BVD calf. We can prevent those very nicely with BVD vaccination if we get that into the cows at least 30 days pre-breeding. One of the main emphases that I want the producers to be aware of is that BVD is a very significant disease, and particularly one of the new types of BVD out there, the 1B, type 1B. That particular virus, strain of the virus, is very commonly seen in diagnostic lab samples, but also in persistently infected BVD calves. What I think producers need to be aware of is this virus has an immunosuppressive effect. By that I mean if the animal is exposed to this virus and doesn't have protection, that virus can depress the animal's immune system such that other diseases are more likely to occur. So that's a problem in BRD, or bovine respiratory disease, pneumonia, that producers can oftentimes see.
The BQA Tip of the Day, sponsored by Boehringer Ingelheim Vet Medica, Inc.
I'm Dr. Kip Lukasevich with Production Animal Consultation. Today's BQA Tip of the Day is proper implanting technique. It's a really important implant that we give these animals at arrival or delayed implanting, whichever it may be, is that we do a proper job of doing it. Implants today give you a rate of return of about $30 to $60 and sometimes up to $80 pending the implant. And so it's just really important that we get that implanting correctly. It's really important that we have disinfect the ear on arrival. So if we have a clean bucket for just an initial wash, and then disinfection for just a final scrub, and then we actually have our implant gun where we have the disinfectant that we should always change that disinfectant every 200 head or in between pins and keep that fresh. And then disinfect your needle each time in between each animal. If you skip off the ear, also disinfect that needle. Don't just go on an implant. And so that's your tip of the day.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop liquid crop nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information. Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org.
I think it really extends your home out to the outdoors, and Mark always had kind of a vision of what he wanted to do with the yard, and so he envisioned this kind of outdoor area, the waterfall and things, but when Blueville came in, they had some really good ideas of how to place it and how to do different things that really enhanced the project. So
yeah, over the years we've grown to really enjoy our outdoor living space and developed a great working relationship with Blueville.
Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture, represents grassroots agriculture. The state's largest and most powerful farm organization stands up for its members through leadership development, agriculture education, legal defense, environmental advocacy, farm safety, and risk management. Members also enjoy money-saving benefits. To join our organization today or to learn more, go to www.kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
AGam in Kansas is brought to you in part by SureCrop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
Hi friends, I'm Ernie Rodina with the Better Horses Radio Show, and welcome to AGam in Kansas, your Horsin Around segment. Having a great time here at Equifest 2016. I'm here with a 23-time world champion right here from Kansas. Here at Equifest, unbelievable Denny Hassett, the Halter horse guru. Denny, welcome to Equifest, and congratulations on a stellar career. What have you been doing with yourself?
Well, I said, I've been very, very blessed with the horse business. I started in 1962 to start out as a hobby and turned it into a business, and now I'm kind of semi-retired. I tied up with my nephew in Dewey, Oklahoma, and I still show with him and do things, but I do it on a different level and everything. Still take nice customers, but we work out of his barn in Dewey, Oklahoma. And everybody says, well, you got to get you a hobby and do it. I said, well, I got a hobby, but it turned into my business, so it's hard to do something else but the horses. So it's hard to give it up totally, but I am enjoying slowing down a little bit.
I call it a sickness, this horse deal. And what about Equifest this weekend? Everywhere, I mean, the horse deal, you've seen a lot of changes in the horse industry.
Yes, I have, and I really think this Equifest deal here in Topeka, I think it'll grow because it's sitting in a good area, and I really feel like you'll draw people out of Missouri, Nebraska, several places, and I think it'll do nothing but get larger. I think it's great to have it here.
Well, Bob, you've seen a lot of changes with the AQHA and everything. The direction, the health of the AQHA looks good. What's some things that really is positive that you see happening?
Well, I like the leveling program that they're trying to, that they're getting started and everything. I think it gives everyone a level feel, to show in their level and feel comfortable. The main thing I feel like that we need to increase is more members, more people going to the shows and stuff. Yeah. And I think, they're working on that, and I think it'll be very successful.
Well, I tell you what, you see all these classes, and my hat goes off to the whole organization down there, making changes, adding classes and things like that, keeping up with the public's demand. And, and you see that even with the Halter class. People are getting the different leveling and everything, giving everybody a fair chance. One thing is for sure, this is not the last time you're going to see Denny Hassett in the horse industry. As far as I'm glad to see you consulting, helping your nephew and everything from that standpoint, because you still have a lot to give.
Well, thank you very much, and I intend to do it as long as I can drive and don't run over somebody or hurt somebody. I intend to stay in the horse business and help people if I can. Well,
you're a living legend. Denny Hassett, I tell you what, thank you so much for tuning in to the Horsin Around segment of AGam in Kansas. I'm Ernie Rodina, and make sure you listen to the Better Horses Radio Show.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. To see this show and past episodes of AGam in Kansas, go online to agaminkansas.com.